Guys, the E60 M5 took a shit again. Again.
The steering wheel is also very jittery.
Sometimes it doesn't want to turn.
Turn it off, for God's sake, turn it off!
I've been on a mission to build the best sounding E60 M5 on the planet, and so far I would say we are on track. We first started by installing an F5 full exhaust system, and that upgrade alone made the car sound legendary. But we weren't done. We installed what might be the most epic upgrade available for this platform, the Infinity Design CSL one-piece plenum and intake set. Now it was time to put the cherry on top. The one thing many of my viewers have been patiently waiting for a very long time.
So here's what we got planned for the E60 M5 today. Two totally different things. One, the power steering system took a shit on the E60 M5, so we're gonna address that today. And of course, the one thing a lot of you guys have been waiting for very patiently, we're installing equal length headers from a company called Infinity Design. This is one of the more popular options for the E60 M5 platform and the M6, super high quality in a very attractive price point. This setup looks absolutely insane. You have the F1 style merge collector right here. It is a slip-in design, so that should help with a leak-free system. And hopefully it's not too much of a pain to install. If you guys are interested in these headers, I'm gonna have them linked down in the video's description, along to every modification we've done to the E60 M5. I'm super excited to announce that we are now a dealer for Infinity Design products. I've been very impressed with the upgrades they have for BMWs, and it only seemed like the right thing to do. So we have their full lineup on our website, vehiclevarals.com. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to email us at support@vehiclevarals.com. And then moving on to the boring stuff that I really didn't want to do, but this is probably the best time to do it. Addressing the power steering issue I have in the E60 M5. I'm not entirely sure what's the issue, but my guess is the steering rack took a shit. So I went ahead and purchased a used one from eBay. Came off a car with 40,000 miles, new tie rods, bushings, ordered a remanufactured power steering pump, and then the main line for the power steering system, which these are very prone to failing on these cars, especially one like mine that has high mileage. To be totally honest with you guys, I'm not entirely sure why the power steering is failing on this car. Could be the pump, could be the power steering line, or it could be the steering rack. So I figured I'd just get everything just in case. And as you guys can see, the entire bottom section of the car, power steering everywhere. So fun fact guys, to replace this annoying power steering line, you gotta drop subframe. Which is why I chose to wait and do it now while we do the headers. Last thing I want to do is drop subframe for the third time. We already did it one time when doing the rod bearings, second time now, and I do not want to do it again. That's right guys, I did swap out the shirt mid-video so I can show you guys the new release of the E60 M5 merchandise in midnight purple. Easiest way to help support this endless money pit of an E60 M5 is by purchasing one of these shirts, which you guys can get them at our website, and I'll link it down in the video's description. There are limited quantities, so if you want one, try to get one as soon as possible. All right, so we're gonna get the car ready to drop subframe, so we'll loosen up the control arms right here. Obviously these two as well. Under panel's gonna come off. There's also a steering rack bolt we're gonna remove here. And then we'll lower the car, put the engine brace, and then we'll loosen up the subframe bolts. They just got power steering on me.
We allocated a good amount of time for this job because we knew installing these headers wasn't going to be a walk in the park. We first started off by unbolting various amount of parts from the engine bay to make room. We needed to get to the headers to remove the handful of heat shields that were installed. That way we can access the nuts from underneath the car. That alone was a pain. Just gotta be super patient and make sure you have the right tools to get into tight spaces. We drained the engine oil, removed the scavenger pump, and bam, we had enough room to remove the stock setup. Installing the Infinity Design headers would be a totally different story, however.
Just when I think the E60 M5 is mechanically sound after spending thousands of dollars on maintenance, it continues to disappoint me. Add the fact that I blew the freshly swapped motor on the E90 and that I still have a full-blown business to run. Mentally, it's just very tough to stay positive. At this point, speaking to a therapist might be the move, which leads me to today's video sponsor, BetterHelp. You may be like me, where you keep all your down moments in life to yourself, and then you act like everything's perfect around your loved ones, maybe because you don't want to burden them, or you're afraid of being judged. BetterHelp can help by connecting you with a licensed therapist that is trained to hear you out, provide unbiased advice, with the ultimate goal to make you feel better about your current situation. BetterHelp makes the process super simple. All you have to do is use the link down in the video's description or go to betterhelp.com/vehiclevirals. From there, all you have to do is answer a few questions, and usually within 48 hours, BetterHelp will match you with a veteran professional that has years of experience helping others with similar struggles. The best part, honestly, is that you can do this from the comfort of your own home in the method that you're most comfortable with, whether it's your laptop, your cell phone, video chat, messaging, you name it. Guys, if you're going through it like I am, get the help you need by talking to a licensed therapist. Make sure to go to betterhelp.com/vehiclevirals or use the link down in the video's description to save 10% off your first month. Big thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to the content.
Here's a side-by-side comparison.
Yep.
1 through 5. Stock. Affinity design.
And we're doing resonate or delete.
Look at these. Never actually seen them in person. They're just mashed up in various places for them to fit properly versus these, which are pretty much equal all the way through. So beside having a really cool Sonnen S85, here's another reason why you should do headers. Check it out. These headers were never removed. Exhaust leak.
And you can see black right there.
Yep. Which can cause misfires.
Maybe even worse. Some ticking sound, some shit. So guys, we're doing maintenance now.
Yeah, we're doing maintenance, guys. This is not a performance mod.
This is a maintenance mod.
Here you go, guys. This is the secret to installing with no leaks, because these shit barely stay on there once you're installing the headers. So we just blob it with exhaust maker, right?
I would recommend it because I don't think you want to go back in there once you install everything.
You have to make sure that the opening matches the port. Don't be putting the gasket backwards, because you can. Good luck.
Yeah, guys, it's kind of pointless to show you guys what's going on because we can't show you what's going on. It's just, there's not a lot of room.
We know you have to do, guys, match the numbers to the side of the engine and then to the collector here. That's pretty much all you have to do. Obviously easier said than done, but we're just gonna get these on there one by one. If there's anything that's interesting or important that pops up as we're doing this, we'll make sure to talk about it.
It may not look like it on the video, but we definitely spent a ton of time getting each runner bolted onto the side of the motor. It was a good amount of trial and error, but eventually we got the hang of it. Now it was time to finalize the install of the passenger side by installing the collector. We applied some gasket maker, just to make sure, and now to the fun part. Trying to get all the runners to align perfectly.
Oh, me like E.
Sadly, we couldn't get much of the footage when actually installing the headers because of all the tight spaces. If you are planning to do this yourself, here's the easiest way I found to tighten all the nuts. We tightened each runner in the following order: cylinder number 3, followed by number 4, 2, 1, and 5 being the last one. Guys, this is the information I wish I could have found online, since trying to figure this all out took many hours. Now that the headers were installed, it was time to move on to the boring stuff. The steering rack and the rest of the parts I purchased to hopefully fix the power steering issue.
I could tell you it was getting hot in there. And the cause of the leak, this guy. Maybe it's serviceable, maybe not.
But obviously we didn't want to that.
Yeah.
So we just bought a low mileage one.
Before all you YouTube warriors gonna talk about, oh, you could have just taken this out, put a new gasket on it, and just put it back in there. We ain't got time for that.
Time is definitely more valuable for us.
So you can keep your comment to yourself. Just saying, we ain't changing no seals. This has 140,000 miles. Highly doubt it's gonna.
170,000 miles.
Oh, even better. 170,000 miles on this whole rack. So who cares? We bought a 70,000 mile rack.
50,000 miles.
Okay, I'm just. I just don't know what mileage I'm talking about. Who cares? Anyways, low mileage rack was 50,000 miles.
We want to show you guys something very satisfying. So here's a subframe all dirty, oily, stains.
It's
everywhere.
actually stained. I have solution.
We have the secret sauce.
It's not.
It's not this. It's just the liquid or the blue that's in
This is not water spot remover.
No, but check this out. Let me stay away.
Spray it on and leave it on there while it fizzes up. This is a 170,000 mile subframe. We're about to make it look like it came from factory. Mr. Clean.
Brand new. Oh, you guys can easily see the before right there up top, and here's the after. What the f? Imagine cleaning your ass with this. You'd have a bleached out. Oh.
I don't think that's a good idea.
All right, so look at the subframe now with that magical spray cleaner we were using. Literally looks like we just ordered this directly from BMW, brand new. Also took this opportunity to swap out the motor mounts for new ones. The old ones were in very, very bad shape. So I figured since we were already here, why not? I'm telling you guys, this E60 M5, we've pretty much replaced everything on it. It's like a brand new car. Everything has been addressed on this car so far. All right, y'all, everything's put back together. Steering rack, all the power steering stuff. Sent the car to get it lined, so she's ready to be driven. The engine bay looks just as beautiful as before with the Infinity design parts. Only one concern, and that is, you can see those beautiful headers, right? They're exposed. Unlike the OEM setup where there's a heat shield there, I couldn't get those to fit with the Infinity design. So I know some people actually modify the OEM heat shields to make it work. Honestly, we are gonna address that off camera though. I do have an idea so we can keep the heat out of the engine bay because I'm kind of worried about that. Don't want the carbon to like prematurely age and yellow up because of all the heat that's gonna be in the engine bay. All right, y'all. Let's see what the E60 M5 sounds like now with the headers and the FI exhaust. I highly doubt you guys watching this video are getting the full effect of what it sounds like. I doubt the Sony camera is picking up all the frequencies because it's such a high-pitched exotic sound and it's so loud that there's no way the mic could pick this up. I'd probably have to put like the mic super far away from the car for you guys to even be able to hear anything. I mean, the only way to really hear how good the car sounds, it would have to be in person. It'd have to be in person, guys. And if you hear it in person, you might lose some hearing, that's for sure. The cool thing about the setup is since we have the FI exhaust installed, we do have access to close and open the valves either through this remote right here or through the application. So I'll show you guys how you can get it from sounding loud to relatively quiet. All right, so valves are open now. Let's go ahead and close the valves. Yeah, back to a stock form, guys. Hi, y'all. First drive with the headers. Pretty damn excited, that's for sure. Already put it into M mode. We're gonna rip through these gears and hear what it sounds like. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, bruh. Woohoo! Yo, if you own an E60 M5, do yourselves a favor, go to vehiclebars.com and buy some Infinity design headers. That's all I gotta say. Hey yo, 5 miles per gallon is worth it. I don't give a 5 MPG, totally worth the car. Oh, of course, and the unreliability that comes with the S85 platform. Other than that, get the car.
All right, so my thoughts. Honestly, no words needed. Guys, hit the damn like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Really does help out the channel, and I encourage you guys to watch the video that's on screen right now of us installing the one-piece plenum and the intakes. The induction sound will leave you guys speechless. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. The next E60 M5 video, oof, you're not gonna wanna miss that. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time.
Jess.